She strode onto the stage with flames in her eyes. Caroline Leavitt, young, bold, and determined to take on one of the GOP's up and coming stars. What ensued would rock the conservative movement to its foundations. At Fox News' Future of Conservatism Town Hall in Columbus, Ohio, the evening was to be about Senator J.D. Vance. Instead, it turned out to be the evening Caroline Leavitt wrote the script, on air, before millions. This was not another political forum. It was pitched as a game-changer for the conservative cause. The Republican base was agitated, eager for a leader to lead them into 2025. The stakes were higher. When J.D. Vance from Best, selling author to U.S. Senator, took the stage, he exuded self-assurance. With his blue-collar background and MAGA bona fides, he was now the refined voice of the America First constituency. Across from him, however, sat Leavitt, quick-witted, unflinching, and set on not being someone's sidekick. She hadn't come to make a ruckus. She came to change the story. Moderator Brett Baier finally broke the stunned silence with an easy question. What is the most important issue facing America today? Vance leaned forward, his voice firm. The breakdown of the American family, he stated. More people getting divorced. Birth rates plummeting. Children raised by TikTok instead of two parents. There was polite applause, he continued. What worked for me? Faith, family, discipline. Without stable families, everything else falls apart. The audience nodded. But Caroline didn't bat an eye. She remained quiet for a moment, letting the moment hang. When Baier looked at her, she lashed out. If family values are so important to Senator Vance, she started, perhaps he can clarify how leaving his constituents behind for tech moguls is part of it. The room's air changed. Vance's expression hardened as the words sank in. His own brand, founded upon anti-elitist populism, had just been struck where it hurt worst. Caroline drove the point home. Senator Vance speaks about family like a slogan, but since being elected, he has spent more time kissing up to Peter Thiel than standing up for working families in Dayton and Akron. The audience stirred. Murmurs grew louder. She wasn't just questioning his policy, she was dismantling his entire identity. Vance tried to fight back. That's not true. You're mischaracterizing my record. But Caroline interrupted him, more crisply than before. You can't blanket yourself in Appalachia come campaign time and then vanish when it is time to follow through. You rage about broken homes, but your most significant legislative push last year was to defend crypto companies. Tell me how that serves American families. The crowd exploded, gasps, cheers, even some chuckles. The debate had become a sideshow. Vance attempted to stabilize, but the harm was done. Baier requested order, but everybody knew. Caroline Leavitt had just bared J.D. Vance's populist facade in front of a live audience. And then there was the internet explosion. In less than an hour, Caroline's takedown videos reached 400,000 views on TikTok. On Twitter, Number Vance Exposed went nationwide. Right-wing influencers were gushing, Caroline Leavitt just bodied J.D. Vance. MSNBC even featured the clip, dubbing it the cleanest takedown of the year. Vance's staff rushed behind the scenes, attempting to spin it, but Caroline remained unruffled. No gloating, no victory tour, just one stinging tweet with the now viral clip. Words are easy. Families deserve action. That concise phrase became a rallying cry for conservatives who were sick of political theater and empty slogans. By dawn, Caroline Leavitt was ubiquitous, scheduled to appear on all the talk shows, trending on every platform, and being anointed as the GOP's fearless new voice. Vance, meanwhile, found himself on the defensive. I stand by my record, he told a post-debate interviewer, but the phrase sounded empty. His brand, once inviolate, was broken. Speculation swirled about a primary challenge to Vance. Caroline, though, kept her focus steady. I'm not here to destroy anyone, she said. I'm here to tell the truth, and with that truth, she had shifted the entire conservative landscape. J.D. Vance's armor was shattered, and Caroline Leavitt, with her sharp message and fearless presence, had stepped forward as the new face of the GOP's future.